Hey guys, Dano91 here. Welcome back to Modded Minecraft, and today we're going to empty this. So I've put all the combs in here that we had. Probably got some more now, but we've got a couple of things, and that's going to be going for quite a while probably. I also made another thermometer. I also cheated in another thermometer because I forgot I was on creative. So that's a thing. But yeah, today I've got a little thing planned with the bees. Also, just a quick note, this is going okay. It's a bit slow, but it's getting there. It's draining it eventually. So I'm just leaving it off and going and checking it regularly just to make sure it's all working fine. But over here, these ancient queens, I'm not sure I actually want these. God damn it. So, the ancient queens we don't really need. At least not at the minute, I don't think. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to attempt to do like a weird cut up video thing, so I can actually show you guys the process of making these specific bees. So I'm guessing this is going to take a little bit of time. Yeah, so let's sleep real quick. Right, so the first step that we're going to need to do to get our bees is, well, the first thing that we're going to need, or at least one of the bees, is going to be a diligent bee. So the way that we make diligent bees is I need these to run out. I might actually end up using necrotic frames. Actually, that might be an idea. I might see if I can make some frames. I've got a couple of things in the works that I will show you in a minute, but the first thing I wanted to do before I got anything else sorted was show you what I actually need to do to get the diligent bee. So there's two things that you can get from this. That is, I believe, diligent and noble. So you crossbreed cultivated with common, and you should hopefully get diligent or noble, or you'll just get common, or you'll get cultivated. So those are the outcomes that you can get from that. So that is just a little bit of a pre-warning. They are things that can happen, and I need a common bee. There we go. Because I'm trying to make another cultivated there. Yeah, let's just chuck these in here because we don't need them. This is actually going relatively well. We've almost got 2,000, which is quite good. This over here, I haven't actually checked on it myself, so I probably should. Yep, 3 and 11, so I'm going to turn that off. This has gone up to 8 and 16, so as you can see, that has grown, which is brilliant. It's only a little bit, but that now holds a maximum 8 per DCO that will, refill to 8 every time. So the more that we put into it, the higher it'll do. But I think the more we put in, the less chance it gets another one. And I think how it works is the node that's consuming it. So this node, go away. This node can never ever exceed what this node had. So what that had, like 30, that will never ever go above 30, pulling off of that node. Now I can get it to 30 off that node and then add, say, I don't have any more, but add another node that, say, got 20 in, and then we could get it up to 50 maximum. But it takes a long time to do things like that. Yay! So things like that are a little bit difficult to do, but it's more efficient to do it this way than just to let them eat each other. So the other thing I have cooking is I've got some seed oil getting made, 780. Got this going. So for the frames that I want, I'm going to make the soul frames. So for the frames that I want, they will give me a 1.5 times mutation rate, which is brilliant because we need that for crossbreeding. It will give a 0.75% lifespan, which obviously lowers the life. It's only by what, a quarter, but it's good enough. And the production is 0.25. So we're not going to get too much in the way of production, but we don't need it on these certain bees. But we need, I think, like 6 frames, and to get 6 frames we need like 2400 seed oil, so I'm just cooking that up. But yeah, that's the soul frame. Hopefully the bees will mutate quick enough, because I don't want to be sat here all day doing this, because it's not brilliant if I am. But yeah, hopefully we should see some sort of mutation. I will stay here and constantly crossbreed cultivated with the common, so on the off chance it does like work, then I will be here to see it and to show you guys, hopefully. Also, what's in here? Boop. Some gold coins. I think that's it. So I'm also in the process of making a tesseract for my machines, because as you may have seen, they're using too much power now. Also, I changed the generators up, so this generator is the more powerful one, whereas this one is the less powerful. But I'm going to change this one out for a tesseract anyway, which my quarry should be on, right? Should be. No, it's not. Yeah, I might have to do something about that. Actually, you know what? No, I don't have to make a tesseract, do I? One more thing real quick. You can actually make Enderium in the smeltery, as you can see here. So pretty much what I did was I combined 4 ender pearls, which gave me 1,000 millibuckets. I combined 1 tin, 1 silver, 1 tin, 1 shiny, and 2 silver, and that will give you, I believe, like 4 or 8 Enderium, I can't remember. But yeah, you can actually use a smeltery to combine them, which I thought was pretty damn cool. Instead of making a tesseract, I decided that the best way would probably be upgrading the lava generator itself. Our lava production is completely just over the top, so we don't really need to worry about it. And I'd rather save my reactor power, at least for now. I'd rather save my reactor power for getting my quarry running, which we haven't actually had running for a long time. So I don't know why T doesn't work, it's so annoying. So yeah, we get these impregnated sticks, which we are making over here now. I decided to put the recipe in, so we're now making impregnated sticks, and I'm going to take these because we can make another one. And we simply put string and surround it with the sticks, and we can make the impregnated frame. Now, the impregnated frame goes along with soul sand, and you make a soul frame. So let's put those in there. 1, 2, and 3. So this is going to be for our first bee breeding thing. So how are we going? Cultivated, still not great, but this should hopefully stop producing honeycombs and produce more death. That was not a sentence that should have been spoken, but it was. So how are these other ones getting along? So are either of these? Yes. Okay, so that's starting to get to pure status, which is brilliant. I had that bee in there from before, and I just put more in. So maybe that is actually sorted now, which would be absolutely amazing if it was. It seems that Ancient Queen takes a long time to die, which is kind of good. So we are. It's done a lot quicker than it was. So this end one is the one that we're going to want to breed to try and get either Diligent or Noble, preferably Diligent. I don't believe Noble is something that we can use just yet. Oh no, we do need Noble. So we need Diligent for the Industrious bee, I believe, and we need Noble for the Imperial. We need both of those to make the Alveary, which we kind of really need at this point. So yeah, I will get back to you. Oh, yep, I will get back to you when hopefully we make either a Noble. Actually, we've got Nobles, don't we? Yeah. Can we? This might actually be a quick way to do something. So it's Noble, Diligent. So that just change it to Unwary and Majestic. Okay, so that's not too useful. Yeah, that's not too useful at all. I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to just cheat, but it doesn't look like it. What I'm going to do is have the soul frames in this one as well, and maybe just chuck some random things together to try and get some sort of combination. But who knows? So I will update you in a bit. And as you can see, this is starting to grow back now. So we're at 13 and 22, and hopefully that should Perditio should get back up to around the 30ish mark. I'm not sure. I don't know if the Perditio can go back up because obviously this consumed it. I don't know. I can't remember if that just stays there now or what. I can't remember. It may. So that might be the highest it goes, but the Ignis is still going up, so I don't know. I've just noticed this really cool UI improvement for the mana tablet. If you look above the, I believe that's Weiler. If you look above that, you can actually see the mana bar itself, which is kind of cool. I don't know why that happens. Every time I press E to back out of this menu, sometimes it will just put me back in the menu. I don't know why. So we now have our soul frame for this. I also started crossbreeding this one with common because I actually got a noble drone out of it. Now I'm not sure why, because I'm pretty sure I wasn't crossbreeding this with common, but I can't remember. But yeah, I actually got a noble out of it. So I decided, see, I just pressed E and again and again. It might end up being my keyboard. My keyboard might be on its way out. Diligent. This is very important. I do not want to mess this up, but I don't have any Diligent drones. The only thing I can think of doing is crossbreeding it with Noble. That's the only thing I can think of about doing at the minute. Okay. Part of me wants to take these soul frames out because I don't want this to mutate, but part of me wants to leave it in because clearly it's helping. So yeah, we've got our Diligent drone again. Now, we did actually get our Diligent drone here, and then it turned into an Ancient Queen. I'm hoping that won't happen here, because I'm pretty sure that was Noble and Diligent. Let's actually have a look. So crossbreeding Diligent with Diligent gives you Ancient. Okay, not sure how the logic there works, but okay. So does that mean we can't have purely sustainable bees? Yeah, it must be. So these ones, obviously, we've got these and they are just completely stable. But crossing Diligent Queen with a Diligent Drone can possibly make an Ancient Queen, which means that is not a stable process. So if we did loop it like we loop these ones, there is a chance that we could get an Ancient Queen, which is what happened there, which we were very unlucky to get that in that case. But everything else seems to be okay. I'm also putting Noble Drones into here just to see what happens. Be kind of cool if we can get Noble. But yeah, hopefully this Diligent Queen will either give me Noble or Diligent Offspring. I may have to take these soul frames out so it doesn't turn into an Ancient Queen. I don't know. We shall see. Okay, so this is going back up to 27, so it will go back up to 30 apparently. So you know what, let's just open it. It can drown a little bit more. Should be good. So that's going relatively well. The bees and everything are going okay. I don't know how this episode is going to turn out. It may be like jumping everywhere, but it may also not. I don't know. Is that a node? How long has this node been here? Wow. That shows you what the goggles of revealing will actually reveal. Also, I did end up reverting back to these, if you hadn't noticed, because yeah, it's just the Sanguine helmet is awesome, but I'm thinking what I may end up doing is just getting another set of Bounder armor and turning it into Sanguine armor. And I'll just wear that for when I'm doing Thorncraft stuff, because it actually gives you a V discount, which is kind of cool. Also, this ritual is kind of constantly on, because I tried to bind the Sanguine helmet with all of the sigils and everything to try and get it to all work, but it just wouldn't. So yeah, that's constantly flowing now. It's fine, it's fine. But yeah, Queen is slowly getting there. Oh, we got red drone, so that produces red dye. Not something we majorly need, but it's not bad, not bad. So let's have a look at this. So this is common noble. Now, what can this turn into? Meadows will turn into cultivated. So this doesn't actually tell us how we get the red drone, does it? Right, is that it? Ah, yeah. So crossbreed it with Diligent to get the red drone, but we haven't put Diligent. Okay. No idea. But that's doing its thing, apparently, which is fine. Really can't wait for that Diligent Queen to die, just to see what we get from it. Hopefully we get what we want. Ah, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Unfortunately, it's changed into noble, but it's changed into noble. That I'm actually okay with. Noble is something that I'm okay with getting. Also, frame drop. That was a bit random. So we have our noble queen, and this should actually be noble now, right? Noble. So it's the same thing, but it's not perfect. Now, if we... Okay, so noble will not change. Noble will stay noble forever, apparently, if we just keep doing it with itself. That is actually really nice. I'm quite happy with that, unless it does change into ancient, because we did get... I don't know. But we have a noble queen, and it's pristine. 13 generations in captivity, short life, slow worker. Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, let's put the soul frames in. If it does end up transmutating, what's the word? Mutating. If it does end up mutating, then so be it, but I hope it doesn't. But I think I'm going to end the episode here. And next episode, I'll try and get this into a completely stable noble queen. Try being the main word there. Yeah, should be good. Should be good. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you next time.